Hey guys, how are you? It is Tuesday and we got access to the program materials, or some of them, yesterday, and so I wanted to show you. I know some of you guys are feeling overwhelmed, so where to find some stuff. In your box, when you get it, you'll have excuse me, you'll have the resistance bands. They come in 3 different resistances and 2 different lengths. So there's 9-inch blue, yellow, green, and there's 12-inch blue, yellow, green. And so that's so you can continue to challenge yourself as you go. You can double them up. You'll see how she does that as she goes through it. And then you'll have the sliders. They have a fabric piece over them. That is if you're doing it on a hardwood surface. If you're gonna be doing it on carpet, go ahead and take that off and just use the blue plastic glider for that. So that's what, then you get the portion fixed containers, which will go along with your meal plan, which I'll help you find. And then the workout calendar. For the rest of the stuff we need, I'm gonna share my screen and show you. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here we go. So when you log into Beachbody On Demand, let me see if I can make this bigger so you can see. You'll see something like this. These are all the programs underneath here. And you'll go ahead and click on 80-Day Obsession, which is here. So you can go to the overview. It tells you it's 80 days long. Workouts are 30 to 60 minutes. It says intermediate to advanced. I've talked to some of you guys. Don't be scared. I'll help you. There's a modifier. I truly believe that anybody can do this. It's not super high impact, and it's just a great toning workout. So then we have our workout list, which isn't here yet because that's going to drop on the 14th. And then we'll just follow the calendar. But it does have right now some quick start tips and some eating plan tips. And then weekly obsession. So there'll be, Autumn does a video, weekly obsession, so you can already go ahead and watch this if you want to get prepared. Just click on it. And it'll just talk about what to think about during the first week, things that she can help with. And then what I wanted to show you most right now are program materials. So in your box, sorry, I've got a cold. In your box, you already got the calendar, but it is also here. So if you need to look at that, it's here, the 80-Day Obsession workout calendar. And there are different phases because it's 80 days. So the first phase is a little easier and then it kind of builds on itself. So there are tracker sheets, and that's where you can mark how much weight you used, how many, I think the reps are counted, but how much weight you use each time so you can see yourself grow in strength or know when you should push yourself. The more you track, the better that you'll do. So I printed those out too. If you want to print out, so I'm kind of funny and I don't like to write right on the calendar they send. I like it to stay pretty. So I'll print out the workout calendar because I like to be able to mark off my days. Like, it just feels me better, makes me feel better when I can cross them off. If you are vegan, there are food plans specifically for you, which is awesome because we just have to figure out a way to get you protein in a different way. But otherwise, where you start is the starter guide. So you'll click on the starter guide, and I am a nerd, so I printed it all out. It's 8 pages. This one's not too bad. But this is where you're going to figure out what food plan you're in. So yes, you do need to take before and after photos and measurements. In this program, we're going to be toning, which means building muscle and losing fat at the same time. So there may be weeks where we find our scale number has plateaued, but we've lost inches. And I can show you some pictures from when I was in the Quarter Force test group, and also from people who were in the test group of this program originally, where you can see, like, there were a couple weeks where they lost no weight, but their body changed significantly in a way that you would want it to. So I may jump in every once in a while and just have you take measurements. But for now, what we're gonna do is starting measurements, end of phase 1, end of phase 2, and then day 80. If you have questions about how to do the measurements, I'm happy to help you. But here is the basic guide as to how to do that. Also, if you submit this, you can win. If you show your before and after picture and you submit it to the Beachbody Challenge, you get a free tank top, which is fun. I always love to get the logo wear. So here is the big important page. this is how we calculate what you should be eating for the 80 days. So we figure out how much we need, just how many calories in a day we need just to survive. So you take your current weight and then you multiply that by 11, write that in for your baseline. Now you do things through your day to survive. You walk, you do stairs, you do all this stuff. So we need to add some calories in there beyond baseline, just for maintenance. And so you add 600 calories to that. Now, I think everyone that I've talked to so far is trying to lose weight right now and not maintain your current weight. If you are trying to maintain your current weight, you skip the next part. But for most of you, you'll go ahead and you'll subtract 750 calories. That gives us the calorie deficit that we want to create the results that we want. So you will do that. And that's where we're going to stop for right now, because that's phase 1. So when you get that number, and mine was 1,500 and something. I thought I didn't bring it up. I'm going to show you. You'll fall into one of these categories: Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, and so on. I am Plan B. So then you go back, there's a little bit more information in here about the performance line and the equipment that you can use. But so I'm Plan B. So what I do then is I go back to the program materials, and I look at Plan B. And this you're gonna wanna read. So at first it's gonna seem kind of overwhelming in terms of what to eat and when, but really, in terms of nutrition plans that I've seen, this is like the best, because it tells you exactly what to eat at what time. And depending on the way that your brain works, there's a couple different ways you can do it. So here is mine. So it explains the portion control containers. So they look like this. You got them in the mail. Green is for vegetables. Purple is for fruits. Red is protein. Yellow is carbs. Blue is healthy fats. And then orange is like seeds and dressings. And then you do get spoons, and that's like peanut butters and your oils that you cook with, that sort of thing. And for me, I get 4 veggie servings and 3 fruits and 4 proteins and 3 carbs. So that's what you look at for your whole day. Now, this is the part that I'm super excited about. It literally tells you what to eat at what time, which can be hard for me. So it'll say, and there are different workout blocks. So I work out at about 9 in the morning. So 7:30, I will have a pre-workout meal. So that would be, so it says vegetable, protein, carb. So that could be like spinach and eggs and a piece of toast with some peanut butter on it. So it doesn't have to be like weird chopped up of like this food group, and there are a ton of recipes too. And then 20 to 30 minutes before my workout, I will drink my Energize, which I have, since it came out, I have used it, and it's amazing. And then during your workout, hydrate if you have it. That is their during the workout drink supplement. It's like a healthy version of Gatorade. If you don't have it, it's not a problem. Just stay hydrated, drink some water. And then 1 to 2 hours after, you have your post-workout meal. So that gives your body time to get the blood back to where it needs to be, to your stomach, if you're going to eat. Otherwise, things get kind of wonky. So, I skipped this. 30 minutes after your workout, you'll drink Recover. As long as it's within the first hour of your workout, you're fine. Try to get it in that 30-minute window. And what that helps is, it helps you to not get sore, and it helps your body to build the muscle that you worked so hard to build during your workout. So here again, I might at this time do like carrots and peanut butter, some crackers, and 2 hard-boiled eggs or something. So I have gotten to the point where I just see the colors and they just mean foods to me, and so I can easily do it. But I'll show you at the end too, like if you just want to know what to eat, they will literally tell you what to eat, so you don't have to worry about it. And then they want you to eat every 2 to 3 hours throughout the day. So fruit and protein. And then nighttime, if you have it, Recharge is another supplement. If you don't, it's okay. It might be something that we will look into if you continue to be sore. Again, it's food-based, and it just helps with soreness. So here we go. Here's one where it just tells you exactly what to eat, which is truthfully, what I'm going to do, I may go onto Pinterest and find some other choices, but like, I do better if someone just tells me exactly what to do, especially if I have a specific goal that I'm trying to reach. And once I get this down, I can learn to like alter the protein or alter the vegetable or that sort of thing. So pre-workout meal, look, it's kind of what I talked about. So some spinach and eggs, some oatmeal, and the olive oil is probably what you would cook the spinach in. So that's your pre-workout meal. You could also, like I said, switch out the spinach for asparagus, that sort of thing. But this is what really helps me get guided. So energize, hydrate. Here you go, half a banana and recover. So that takes away a purple for the day. Post-workout meal, so this would be like lunch for me. Squash, chicken, pasta, oil. So see, they're just normal foods. We're not going to be eating any weird things. You're not going to have to cut any weird things out. And then here are some other ones. There's my Shakeology for the day. Here you go, another meal option, which is vegetables, fruits, and hummus. And then my dinner for the day, which is great. It's green beans and halibut and whole wheat pasta. So this is a rest day. So we do have a rest day in there. So because your supplements aren't in there, they take those out so you can see that. If you don't have the supplements at all, there's also a guide there for you. And they also, here you go, you can chart your things here if you're a list person, so you can mark them off. Now here's what to do. I know a lot of people were concerned because we work at a different times during the day. So they thought about that. Like if you're working out super, super early in the morning, you may not want to eat right away. And I do have some examples. If you're getting up super early and you just can't eat beforehand, we'll figure that out and just let me know. But so here we go. If you're gonna work out like 7:30 to 8:30, that's kind of my time block. If you're a lunch type of worker outer, if you're an evening type of worker outer, they break the meals up so that it fits how you're gonna do your workouts. So that keys us in, like we gotta know when we're working out during the week. It's gotta be kind of an appointment with yourself. And then if you're not using the supplements at all, there are a couple of us in here. This is your nutrition. So again, you'll go through your starter guide, figure out your food block, and then go to your specific plan. And that's why they didn't send them out to everybody, because this one is the most customized they've ever had. We've had like eating plan A, B, and C, but just not so much information for each eating plan. So really excited about that too. Okay, some other key resources for you. Down here, we have Fixate. So Fixate is a cooking show that's completely based on the containers. There's also a cookbook called Fixate, just to get you in the mindset of how to cook, thinking about portion sizes. It's also really easy to make a normal recipe and kind of break down. Like when we make spaghetti for my family, I'll take a yellow of the pasta and a green of the sauce. And so you can measure it out that way. But if you want to do one where it's already completely calculated out for you, they actually have some 80-day obsession recipes, which is fun. This is great. The foundational videos, it'll explain the containers. She'll go through your pantry with you, pantry rate, she calls it, talking about meal prep. So she'll do it, Autumn likes to meal prep her meals on Sunday for the whole week or for like 5 days. I meal prep so that I have a lot of things in bulk, but I don't chop up specific meals. I probably will this time because I am following the specific guide, but just on a normal basis for my family, I will just like make a ton of waffles for the week, make a ton of hard-boiled eggs for the week, make a ton of ground beef, make a ton of chicken, so I can throw it into meals, but not like specifically have the meal in a container. There's some great breakfast recipes and lunch and snacks and Shakeology and even treats. Let's see, dessert and cocktails. I hope I'm not making you dizzy as I spin this. There was something I was looking for. The other thing that you can do in here, if you don't want to just do videos, you can go to Program Materials and Fixate, and they have grocery lists for the different recipes. You can just have the written recipe, so if you want to go through and just see the written version of it, it is in here. And the great thing about the recipes, that's what I wanted to show you. If we can get one, see right up here. So this is pork tenderloin with pumpkin spiced apples, and you'll see each serving is these containers. So it starts to just really make sense in your head, and it makes it really easy to get results. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I want to show you. Okay. So depending on how badly you want to reach your goal, we have a little wiggle room in terms of what you decide to cut out. You do not have to cut out alcohol. You do not have to cut out sweets. Those are yellows, and they are in the nutrition guide as to how they count. Like how I think 4 ounces of wine is a yellow. Don't quote me on that. But or like if you want to have some chocolate chips or a brownie or whatever, those count as one of your yellows for the day. So you do not have to cut those things out. Obviously, if you want to reach some like really specific goals, you could cut some of those things or minimize those things, or maybe just leave them for the weekends or something like that, and we can talk about that too. Honestly, I haven't decided myself how strict I'm going to be. My birthday comes up through here, so there'll be days where I count those in. But I also really want to see how how dialed in you are, what results you can get. So I think I'm going to be pretty dialed in through here. So you guys are going to have to hold me to that too. So anyway, I hope that answered some of your questions. There, again, like on Beachbody On Demand, are all kinds of things. If you feel like you need extra stretching, if you have family members who'd like to do extra thing, there's a kids channel on here, right? Kids and Family. There's yoga. This was the reality show that picked Megan Daniel. So there's just a ton of fun extra little things in here. And after 80 days, it's great. You guys have Beachbody On Demand subscription, so you still have access to all these programs. So once you're done with this, we can move you on to something else that is fun, and just keep going from there. So hope you guys are having a great time. Please, please, please let me know what questions you have and how I can help get you set up to just rock this on Monday. I will talk to you guys soon.